Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside Chois Woodman. We're about to leave. Man, my head is shiny today on the video screen. You can find it on youtube.com/Double T Sports Network. You can also find it on Fox 34 News Now. You can also find all of the Media Day coverage with Choice and I and Jamie and Brennan as we'll go down there tomorrow. Well, we'll go down today and then be available tomorrow from 9 to 6 on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be talking to some Red Raiders on Tuesday morning and afternoon. And, of course, anybody else that stops by. And then on Wednesday, we'll be able to talk to some other coaches and teams and players and get to know this conference a little bit. We'll see if anybody wants to stop by the Double T station. We'll see maybe somebody wants to come have a conversation about some of the things they might have said in the last couple of months. See if we can find Gene Taylor crying around somewhere and invite him onto the show and ask him. Maybe some Jamie Pollard questions.
I would welcome Jamie Pollard.
The question of the day today, what would you want to ask at Big 12 Media Days? You can give us a question for a coach or a player, a Red Raider that's there, a Joey McGuire. I don't know if Kirby Hokut might be around. So you can, I don't know if we'll interview him there, but if you had the opportunity to be at Big 12 Media Days, give us a coach, player, and a question, and maybe we'll write them down. Maybe we'll write them. Maybe I'm just doing homework here, or maybe we just want to know what you think. You can do that on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. That's available to you on the apps, brought to you by Happy State Bank or the website doubleTSportsNetwork.com. It's the weekend after July 4th, so any...
You got all your digits. That's
all
good.
My digits are here.
We
just did some little fireworks, some sparklers.
That's good.
Some whiz bangs, some Husky Doos, and some Husker Don'ts.
Keep going.
I can't do any more. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Would you spent a lot of it watching baseball, all of the weekend watching baseball, right?
Yeah, so we won a Rangers game.
That's good.
Against the Tigers, and then we won a Rough Riders game against the Micah Dallas-led Rockhounds. It wasn't really led, but he threw a clean inning in like the 6th or 7th. And then, Choice.
Yes, Rob.
We got to go outside the stadium, and there's a bunch of picnic tables right there by the Rough Riders. So you're supposed to stay inside the stadium, I guess, and watch these fireworks, but they were behind us. So we went outside and had a great view of a fireworks show after the Rough Riders game.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. It was a good weekend. It was me and my dad, and then we took the youngest nephew. We were supposed to take him to a Cowboys game a couple years ago, and he got strep the day before. And I always felt bad, so I was like, "Hey, man, we're taking you to baseball, buddy." So we had a good time.
Good.
Had a steak. Well, I had salmon, but we went to a steakhouse.
Had salmon at a steakhouse?
I like to swerve every once in a while.
Obviously.
I had a blue cheese wedge salad and salmon and shrimp. It was amazing.
It's a swerve.
Yeah. You don't ever swerve at a steakhouse? You maybe
rarely, but I will.
Jack chickens or whatever?
No.
You know, the chicken with the mushroom on it?
Chicken is basically a vegetable to me. So I'm a red meat guy. I mean, I'll eat chicken, but it's like a vegetable. So
And then I opted for the sweet potato with the salmon. And I did not know what I was asking for when I asked for it. He said, "You want everything on that?" I said, "Sure, man." Yeah.
Oh.
And it was like butter and cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Oh, man."
Was it not good?
It was fine.
Oh, okay.
I like more of a savory sweet potato. But it was good. It was good. So Big 12 Media Days this week. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah?
I spent it, I think the temperature didn't get over 74 where I was.
Nice.
So that was nice.
Man, it was hot yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, until about 7.
Yeah, we went up in the mountains and enjoyed it there. So it was great.
No fireworks up in the mountains.
There were fireworks in the mountains.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with all the issues.
Yeah, I think they're pretty safe. I mean, not
rain?
like the
They've
war
had some rain
zone
this summer?
Well, I think they still do a show.
Okay.
But it's not like the war zone that is Lubbock,
Right,
where everybody
right.
just does it. I think there is a burn ban, but they're allowed to do the Eagle's Nest show or whatever. So there was a drone show the night before too that was pretty cool.
Did you see the drone show with the new technology?
Where it shoots the sparks out of them?
Yeah.
That happened at this one.
Really?
Yes. There was this eagle.
That's cool.
And there's sparks flowing out
That
of
is
the wings.
awesome.
I'm like, this is as American as it gets.
That
It's
is
so
awesome.
good. No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, the Eagle sparks might be even better than the one I saw on video.
Yeah.
Lucas, what'd you do? Did you shoot the fireworks?
We did. So, for lunch, we went to my parents' house, and my wife's parents were there, so it was just a nice little family lunch. We had some brisket and sausage and turkey and all the good stuff right there. And then that night, my wife and I went over to the 6-year-old that I coach, his parents, and we did some fireworks in the back lot and had some good times. There were other people doing fireworks, so we just all combined, and it was a good time. Got eaten alive by mosquitoes,
Yes.
but it was worth it.
Worst place to have a mosquito bite? What would you say? I think there's 2 worst places. What if normal places?
Oh, normal places. I mean, you're asking.
Your face.
I can think of a
You know
couple.
what I mean.
I'm like, I can.
Of the normal places.
Of
you
the
might
normal
get, yeah.
places. What are your 2?
Knuckles and ankles.
Okay.
Your
Yeah,
ankles
I was gonna
'cause
say
it's socks
your
and
ankle
pants
and
or-
your
Ankle is
hand.
up there.
then your knuckles because you reach in your pocket or you're just doing stuff and it's like right by your fingers to itch.
On your neck can be pretty bad, too.
The knee pit is not great. But,
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah,
I don't know if I've had one in the knee pit.
I have.
I guess I wear pants normally.
I'm trying to think of any others. The ear is never good. Had one on the ear. Hate
Yeah,
that.
I think I might have one on the ear right now.
It's not fun.
Ears itching. Yeah, knuckles for me. Because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to itch my knuckles right now.
Stay away from those skeeters.
You can take over the 8th Flooring Center chat line. Tell us what question and who you would ask to. Or maybe it's just one of those questions that you could ask to everybody. Like if you weren't playing football, what would you be doing? That kind of stuff. You can get those in on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. We've got a couple questions to go over. We'll say our most wanted questions at 9:30, or maybe not our most. We'll save those. We don't want to spoil anything.
We won't spoil
But
everything.
We'll put some questions forward as well.
Sure we will.
At 9:30, we'll also have a couple of more predictions for games. We'll do it with Choice instead of David today. Now he's already been doing this, so
We have?
we might be going over some teams that he's already gone over. So he'll have his picks available and ready.
Possibly.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the end of the bench. You can get anything you want to talk about there on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. We'll go all the way till noon today before we turn it over to the bottom line. The bottom line led by, I'm assuming, Jeff McGuire.
I think so.
Then we'll have Tech Talk from 3 to 6 today. The Nationals will host the Astros at 5:15 on 100.7 The Score. They'll continue that series with the Nationals. The Rangers off tonight before starting a series with the Angels. Is that true?
That is correct. They start a new series with the Angels tomorrow.
Is it a 2-game series? Oh, that's just not updated.
Yeah, that part needs to be updated. I'll be proxy Jamie and do it in a little bit.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Let's check the calendar, Lucas.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
All right, we got some great days today. And I don't know your feelings on sushi. Choice, in or out?
In, but it's got to be good. I'm a little
What do you
picky
mean
on
good?
that.
Like
I'm
high
not-
quality, you're going to Nobu or
Like,
whatever?
I was in, no, not Nobu, but like, I was in
You're not getting the gas station?
Las Vegas, New Mexico yesterday and saw some gas station sushi.
Okay. See,
And I passed on it, so.
what about like a
Yeah,
supermarket?
you know what? I'll
sushi?
do supermarket
Yeah,
sushi if it's good
it's
enough.
good.
So, yes.
Yeah, you should always pass on gas station sushi, especially in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
You know, I'm not going to say I didn't think about it, but no,
Well, it is National Hand Roll Day.
okay.
So if you want to get you a hand roll, you can. It's also International Kissing Day.
Already participated earlier.
Okay. National
With my wife.
National Fried Chicken
Give her a
Day.
smooch on the way out the door, that's all.
National Fried Chicken Day.
In, obviously.
National Air Traffic Control Day. And Virtually Hug a Virtual Assistant Day. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Virtually hug a virtual assistant. Okay. How do you do that?
Don't care. We'll not be participating in that. I don't like virtual assistants.
Remember Clippy?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't hug Clippy.
Oh, he was great, though.
I'm not hugging Jeeves either.
Wasn't Clippy great? Tell you how to, like, do a resume or something.
Sure. Yeah, Clippy was helpful, but
He was helping. Oh.
figured out how to do most of that on my own. Lucas, any birthdays?
Brandon Jacobs, turning 44 years old. Then we have Brandon Lowe, 32 years old.
Is this low or low?
Not sure about that one. Paul Gasol, turning 46. Zion Williamson, 26.
Only 26.
Only 26, yeah.
Seems like he's been around forever.
Jay Crowder, turning 36. Kevin Hart, 47. Sylvester Stallone, turning 80.
Wow.
80
working.
years old. And then Curtis James Jackson III,
50.
50, turning 51.
That doesn't mesh.
Yeah.
If that would have been awesome if he was turning 50.
Well,
And
this
then
time last year.
Larsa Pippen, turning 52. I just had to throw her in there.
Sure.
And then the Dalai Lama, 91 years old today.
the Dalai Lama. All right.
Sports history.
On this day in sports history, Robert. Why do you laugh?
Say my name so aggressively.
93 years ago, 1933, the first All-Star game was played. Babe Ruth hit the game-winning home run for the American League, who won 4-2. On this day, 69 years ago, 1957, Althea Gibson was the first black tennis player to win a Wimbledon singles title. If there were no Althea Gibson, there would be no Venus or Serena. There's a bunch of Wimbledon stuff, and yeah. How about movies on this day?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here's
a big one.
One sad one first.
Okay.
On this day in 1971, Louis Armstrong died of a heart attack at the age of 69. Legend. I'm trying to figure out which big one you're going with on this. Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
1994? Okay. I don't know if that cracks my personal top 10, but it's close. Love me some Forrest Gump. See America?
It's a little long.
See America voted who they wanted to be the face of America. It was Tom Hanks.
No.
No?
Who said that?
I don't know. History Channel, I think.
No.
It doesn't actually do anything history.
Would not vote for Tom Hanks.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was released on this day in 2018.
I might vote for Paul Rudd, though.
Okay.
No?
No. No.
How about Patrick Mahomes?
Sure. Thinking more like George Strait or something.
Okay.
But,
Any others?
I'm sure there are, but that's all I had for you. Charlie Daniels also died on this day back in 2020.
Man.
It's not a good day for death. Roy Rogers. Death and singers. So watch out, singers.
Roy Rogers, Charlie Daniels, and Louis Armstrong all on the same day?
All on this
Different
day.
years?
Yeah.
Wow.
1971, Roy Rogers was 98, and 2020 for Charlie Daniels.
Interesting. Is Wimbledon still going on, huh?
Yeah, it'll continue through next week. Because last week was the first week of
It takes weeks?
Yeah, Wimbledon, it takes some time. Oops.
Is there so many tennis players or what?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I'm reading through some of these scores today. I don't know any of these people.
Give us some. Freddie's kid, Kruger.
Petra Nusa, Neil Oberleitner, Julian Cash, Lloyd Glasspool.
That'd be a really good game.
Thanasi Kokonakis.
That would be a really good pop quiz for you.
Oh, I would fail miserably.
Wimbledon tennis player in 2026 or former Nobel Prize winner. I don't know.
Christian Harrison, Neil Skupski, Jean-Julien Roger, Theodore Weiniger.
You just sounded like Lumiere. Is that his name?
Mate Pavic.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Lumiere.
That's his name, right?
From Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Huh.
When you went French, I mean, that's exactly what it sounded like.
Taylor Fritz, Alexander Bublik, Flavio Kobali. Have you heard of any of these people?
There was a couple at the beginning, but no.
Oh, now here's a name. Storm Hunter.
That's amazing.
Storm Hunter.
Probably not American either, right?
No.
Australian?
Australian. Storm Hunter. Madison Keys, maybe she's American.
That sounds real.
Yeah.
It's Alicia's kid, right?
No way. But she is on fire right now.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. We still have plenty of stuff to talk about today. Of course, you can join us on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. It is an exciting time. Not really in the world of sports. We're about to get to the All-Star Weekend for Major League Baseball. And, of course, the All-Star Game is fun, but there's a couple of days on either side where there's nothing going on, so you kind of have to figure out what you want to do. But
yeah,
Big 12 Media Days for football is just another kind of flag marker on the side of the highway to the season. So it means you're getting closer It's like when you're driving home on a long road trip and you start seeing signs for the city you live in. This is just another one of those, hey, about 70 days left, a couple of months here before you start playing football games at the end of August and early September. So it's very, very exciting. I'm excited, and we'll have a good time there.
I think we will. I'm excited.
Who is going to be the worst team in the Big 12 choice? We picked two teams last week. We picked Iowa State and Kansas. And I'm just kind of looking around and seeing who might be next. Who might be next if you're looking and saying, well, I don't think that this team is going to do much or that team is going to do much. But I think the next team, if we're working our way up, would be UCF. Agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
You think UCF might have some wins in there?
I think UCF might have some wins. I think UCF's schedule will be pretty interesting. I think I had them at 5-7, I believe. So,
well, I think there's a lot of teams in that range. I
think
there's two worse.
That's the. I agree with you on the bottom two. I think Kansas and Iowa State will be the worst two teams in this league in either order. I think the next grouping consists of UCF, West Virginia, and Colorado in some order.
Let's run through this UCF schedule since you already have it picked. You have it up. I'll let you get it up. The UCF schedule. We'll have Lucas join us as well. We'll run through the UCF games. They will start with Bethune-Cookman.
They're going to win that one.
Lucas?
Yeah, they'll win that one.
All right, so we'll put a win by Bethune-Cookman. Or B. Cookman, because it was so long I couldn't put it in this Google sheet.
Cook.
At Pitt. Now, I don't know a lot about Pitt. But it is at Pitt, and so I would take Pitt here. I know they had a really good freshman quarterback last year who stayed.
I'm taking Pitt there.
Lucas, it doesn't matter, but what would you say?
Oh, I would say Pitt as well.
Okay. We'll start, Georgia State. I would also have UCF beating them, Lucas. Choice. You're outruled, but we'll go with a win there. So that's the 2-1 non-conference. Now you have TCU at home. What'd you have here, Choice?
I had TCU.
TCU.
Yeah, I think TCU is going to – they're going to have to figure some things out, but I think they're going to be fine.
I think they're going to be right where they've been, which is around 8-4.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going.
And they certainly could be 9-3 if something bounces their way. They could certainly be 7-5.
Right, they're in that range.
It seems like one year to the next, Sonny Dykes has either everything bounce right or bounce wrong.
Sure,
and it's just a game or two difference.
Yeah, except they've been 8-4 3 straight seasons.
At Oklahoma State, really?
Yeah,
I thought they went 9-3 one.
I think they've gotten the 9th win in the bowl game. All three of those seasons.
Sure. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State.
I'm going to take the... Well, you skipped Houston.
Oh, do I have these backwards?
I think so. Houston's October 3rd.
Okay.
According to the interwebs.
Well, Houston, Oklahoma State, either way.
I'm going to take the Cougars and the Pokes in both of those games. So,
yeah, UCF loses both of those.
Both road games.
Especially on the road.
This is one of the toughest 4-game stretches.
With TCU?
I think the next game up there, TCU, and then
there's a bye there, but TCU, Oklahoma State, Houston, BYU, that's really tough.
That's about as tough of a 4-game stretch as you'll find in the Big 12.
And I'll take BYU in this one as well.
I will too. So I think they go 0-4 in that stretch.
Yeah. Okay, so Baylor at home.
Tell me what DJ Lagway looks like at this point. I'm taking UCF preseason, but I would not be surprised if Lagway looks like the quarterback of 2 years ago and not the one of last year. Then I think Baylor will be a better football team.
You're a big Lagway guy.
I think he's better than he showed in a bad offense last year.
So Lagway brings his tight end from Florida. They have running back. One of them.
Yes.
Not the good one.
Which one?
I can't remember his name. It's the white guy.
Pendergrass.
Yeah, Pendergrass.
Yes.
Dalton. So he's back, but he's just kind of a grinder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not an electric chain mover.
Sure.
But he is a quality running back. I don't know really what they have athletically at wide receiver, but they'll just have to kind of figure it out. And if the offense revolves around Lagway just making plays, they're going to have some really good games offensively, and then some ones where you're like, wow, this guy needs to leave.
It feels like when Baylor – it feels like every year under Aranda, and I'm sure there's one that doesn't fit this, but every year under Aranda, when there's expectations for them to be good, they've been poor or mediocre at best, and when the expectations are gone, that's when they've elevated. For whatever reason, that's kind of been the Aranda way. And last year, Sawyer Robertson looked at as probably the best quarterback in the league coming in, and Baylor was mediocre. This year, I think most people have Baylor towards the bottom of the league, bottom half at least. I wouldn't be shocked if they surprise some people, but it all does kind of hinge on the shoulders of DJ Lagway, if they're going to be good or not.
So I'll go with you and say a win over Baylor, but we have
right now,
already picked a loss against Kansas.
And I would agree with it. I would disagree. I've got UCF in that game.
And then Arizona State, we have them beating Iowa State, and then on the road to Colorado. What would you take in Arizona State and Colorado?
Loss to Arizona State, beating Iowa State. I can't remember what I picked. I think I would pick Colorado there.
Would you pick Colorado or?
No, I think UCF gets a win over Baylor, Iowa State, and Colorado. I think
we have Iowa State locked in, and we'll lock in Colorado as well. 6-6, going bowling. Interesting. I don't think so. More after this. 100.7 the score.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 the score.
Welcome back, 100.7 the score. It is the End of the Bench. Time to make some more picks here, Choice.
What?
Now, we've been working our way through. We have a 3-9 finish for both Iowa State and Kansas.
Okay.
And a 5-7 finish for the UCF Golden Knights. I had a wrong green color earlier. We also have 2 wins for West Virginia on the board, a win for Utah, 2 wins for TCU, 2 wins for Oklahoma State, 2 wins for Kansas State, a win for Houston, as they only play UCF, a win for Colorado over UCF. We have 2 wins and a loss on the record for Baylor. They play all 3 of the teams we've already picked. Cincinnati plays one of the teams. They're losing to Iowa State. BYU 3-0. They play all 3 of the worst teams in the conference that we're projecting. Arizona State gets to win over UCF, and Arizona over Iowa State. So we have started to fill out this schedule. We will go to one of the other teams I think will be struggling for bowl eligibility now, and that is Colorado.
Oh. Okay.
I think Colorado, Cincinnati, Baylor are the other teams. West Virginia. That will be struggling for bowl eligibility. I just really like what West Virginia is going to do offensively, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Colorado here. And mostly it's because I don't know that they're going to go have a winning non-conference. So they start at Georgia Tech. And I would take Georgia Tech here.
I will take Georgia Tech. This is the Haynes Kingless Georgia Tech finally,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll still take the text. I don't know.
Well,
this one I'm flip-flop. Give me Colorado and let Lucas decide it.
Okay, Lucas, you're the deciding factor here.
Georgia Tech.
Okay, so we'll go a red there.
Okay.
For Colorado. Now you get Weber State and Northwestern. Weber State and Northwestern. I'd take a win over Weber State, but I mean Northwestern. It's at Northwestern. I think I would take a win and a loss here. I think I'd take a loss to Northwestern. What do you think, Chois?
I'm going to go a win. They're not going to lose to Northwestern.
Or you're going to have to decide another one, Lucas.
They'll beat Northwestern.
Okay.
Aren't you the one that's been telling me Colorado's going to be better?
Yeah, better than awful.
Better than 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baylor on the road.
Loss.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give Baylor the win there. Texas Tech at home.
Big loss.
I will also take a loss here. This is the first game we've got to pick for Texas Tech.
Here's the catch. If Colorado's 1-3 going into that game, I don't know that Deion's coaching that game. I'm not saying he gets fired, but he's got some built-in, and this sounds bad because the guy's had cancer. I'm not trying to make it sound bad, so I'm prefacing that. But he's got some built-in excuses. If he wants to step away, medical leave.
Sure.
He's got it. If they start off 1-3.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. This is a 6-game stretch for Colorado. This is why I think even if they're better, they're still going to be struggling for eligibility.
Okay.
It starts with Texas Tech, but here's the next 5 games. I'm going to give you all 5, and you just tell me if there's a win in there. Utah, at Oklahoma State, Kansas State, at Arizona State, Houston. Is there a win in there?
A win.
Which one?
Go say them all again.
Utah, win or loss?
Loss.
Oklahoma State in Stillwater.
Probably loss.
Kansas State at home.
Best chance for the win.
Arizona State on the road.
Loss.
Houston at home.
A loss.
Okay, so I've got them all as losses.
I think I'd take K-State.
We'll go to Lucas for Kansas State.
I agree that Kansas State would be the chance for a win, but I think they lose the next 5.
Okay.
That's a 6-7 game losing streak. They're in the middle of the season. Now we'll go at Cincinnati. I think they can beat Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah. You're fighting the give up at that point if you're going on. But
yeah, if you've lost 7 in a row, I don't know that you win the last 2.
I will take Colorado though.
But independently, we had UCF beating them or losing to them. So we'll take them over Cincinnati.
Yeah, I will.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think they win a conference game this year.
So we've got them at 4-8 and starting 0-7 in Big 12 play and then losing the last 2. I don't know that the Colorado coaching staff can keep them involved.
You don't think the method of kicking over all the pylons is going to work this year?
So I would agree with Lucas. If they don't get that Baylor game, if they don't get an upset in there against Oklahoma State or Kansas State, it would be very difficult for them to win the last 2. But I think just how we're doing this and not getting to see everybody's schedule before we get there,
yeah,
I would have Colorado as a better team than both Cincinnati and UCF. So that would be my reasoning.
Okay. I have them about 5-7. I think they're going to win the non-conference games, but they've got a monster of a schedule.
And we've got them 4-8, so the only difference is that Georgia Tech game.
Yeah.
It is a monster of a schedule. That's a good way to say it. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know a lot of what these teams are going to be, but it does feel like you pretty well know what Colorado is.
You have an idea, sure. Last year was a lot more predictable than the previous year in the Big 12. right? Like we were, for the most part, the teams that we thought would be towards the top, for the most part, hung in that area. The year before was nuts.
Wide open.
Crazy.
Had no idea.
16th pick team won the league.
Yeah.
Do you know who's going to be their
happens.
starting quarterback?
Colorado?
Yeah.
Julian, yeah.
Yeah, because he's at Media Days, right?
Yeah.
I think he's one of the...
Former 5-star. And then their next guy is...
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ryan Stubb.
Oh, okay.
No, the other guy. Wilson. Zach Wilson's little brother.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh.
From Utah, right?
And he transferred over,
Yeah.
After he was pretty rough.
Utah State, and then...
Yeah, remember 2 years ago, Utah was picked to win the league. They finished, 5-7. So, do you think this league will be more like it was 2 years ago or more predictable like it was last year?
I think it's fairly... I think the top 5 or 6 teams are fairly predictable.
It feels that way. It would be surprising. It feels like definitely the top 2 are very predictable. I would be surprised if it's not Texas Tech and BYU playing, and I think a lot of people feel that way. That's kind of boring. But, yeah, it would be surprising if anybody rose up from what you've got right now.
I mean,
Because
I think
even
Oklahoma State has a shot. I honestly think West Virginia...
Are they the most likely?
Eventually, no, Oklahoma State is.
Well,
Oklahoma State, Kansas State.
If we're going off of last year's standings, yes, Oklahoma State, but most people have OSU predicted in the top 8 of this league, the top half.
Dude, West Virginia last year had 60 new players, but they were a bunch of seniors, so you thought maybe.
Yeah.
They went all freshmen this year. They've got like 60 true freshmen on the roster. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
different approach.
What is West Virginia going to be able to do in week 7 or 8? Are they going to be able to play these teams at the end of their schedule? Texas Tech, Kansas, Houston, Utah. That's a pretty tough 4-game stretch for a bunch of true freshmen.
Very tough.
Now, Cam Cook and Hawkins, their quarterback, are going to be a pretty tough duo running the ball. But they've got 2 true freshman running backs behind Cam Cook that are going to have to be stars. And the 4-star they got is like 6 foot 220 or something. Yeah. So he seems to be a guy who go out there and do it. But similarly to Colorado's got a bunch of G5 guys this year. Can they make the leap as a team?
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It is time for Ask the Benchwarmers. Get your questions in on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. Benchwarmers, who is your dark horse to play in the Texas Tech Big 12 Championship? To play Texas Tech in the Big 12 Championship.
To play against Texas Tech in the Big 12 Championship.
Yeah.
Dark horse has to be outside of the quote-unquote favorites, right?
Certainly that's what it would be, yeah.
So BYU's out.
I think there's also like a number, like...
I'd say Utah's out. I'd say...
what would you say, plus 1,500? Anybody past 1,500?
Well, what's the...
2,000? You starting at 2,000?
What's BYU at?
BYU plus... So Texas Tech plus 100.
Yeah,
so that's
give us the odds, yeah. 1 to 1.
BYU plus 600, Utah plus 800, Kansas State plus 1,300, Houston plus 1,700. And then I start thinking you're getting to the dark horses.
Okay.
So plus 2,000 would be TCU. Plus 2,200, both the Arizona schools. And then the real long shots, Oklahoma State plus 2,700. Kansas, Baylor, West Virginia, the next 3.
The hard answer here, and it did happen last year because you played BYU. The hard answer, I would say Arizona is my pick, but because I think they have the best quarterback in the league going in. But you play them, so there's the head-to-head thing. That doesn't keep you from playing them again, as we saw with BYU. It's Arizona or Oklahoma State to me. are your dark horses. And you play
I'd
both
go
of those
Oklahoma
teams.
State. Yeah.
So it's hard for me to pick a lot beyond that. Like, I'm not – there's no Colorado or UCF or West Virginia there to me.
Kansas, Baylor, West Virginia, UCF, Cincinnati, Colorado, Iowa State. I would just have a really hard time picking.
I mean, there's – TCU is possible. It'd take a heck of a season from them, but I don't know how good Jaden Craig is.
Well, and if Texas Tech – let's just say Texas Tech loses 2. I still think they'd be in. I think there'd be another group with maybe 10-2. Like BYU certainly feels like they can do that fairly easily.
Yep.
But there could be 5 or 6 9-3 teams. 10-2, 9-3, 11-1. I think there could be a bunch of teams up there in the last couple of weeks vying for a Big 12 championship.
The hard thing is that, and that's the dumb text of the day, by the way. Not the question, the one that's...
Tech is the dark horse.
You don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Tech is a pretty substantial favorite to win the conference. The most difficult thing in these predictions or not the predictions, are the most difficult thing is you need your league to have like 3 12-0 or 11-1 teams, 3 or 4. That's how this whole perception in college football thing works. Yeah. It's stupid because if you have a bunch of 9-3 teams, that actually says your league is really good. But they would much rather you have, and they being the public perception, much rather you have 3 teams floating at the very top and then a bunch of 8-4 or 7-5 teams.
I think it would be good for the league to have a bunch of 11-1, 10-2 teams.
That's what you need. But I don't know that you can do that this year. It's possible. I mean, if Tech goes 12-0 and Houston goes 11-1 and BYU goes 11-1 and Arizona State goes 10-2, that's really good for the league because then it shows strength.
Yeah. Especially if it's the teams if it's Arizona and Arizona State and Oklahoma State all at 10-2, and you're one of the teams that beats them, and then they're kind of beating up on each other. I mean, sign me up for that because that helps your strength of schedule as well. Now, this texture says, I love Will Hammond, but going to play some devil's advocate here. This is from South Texas Ambassador Preston, live from Baffin Bay. It says, against Utah, he was a dog. This is about Will Hammond. Arizona State was a slog. Kansas was a struggle. Is it fair to say we need more with him? Couple this with the ACL injury, experience level, and the quarterback talent in the league just makes me a little hesitant, and why the Sorsby deal really sucks. Thoughts?
I think, again, I take into account when you look at Will Hammond's past freshman and redshirt freshman. Because you've seen inconsistencies is what you've seen with him in a non-starting role.
In each game.
Freshman year, TCU, great for most of it.
Yeah.
Most of the second half, and then
2 really good drives.
Bad moment in the last moments.
Yeah, the fumble.
Kansas, that same year, really good. Kansas, right? Or am I mixing up? What's the one that he barreled through the end zone? Was that Kansas last year?
That was Kansas last year, and he was not good throwing the ball.
Okay, so not good throwing the ball. Okay. He ran the ball well, but not throwing the ball. Obviously, the Utah game, great. So, really, you're seeing inconsistencies in a non-starting role. This is the first time you're going to see Will Hammond as the starter. That matters. It changes the mindset of a quarterback. I'm not saying he'll be perfect. I'm not saying he'll be great. But, again, you don't have to have him be great.
Yeah.
Now, the devil's advocate part is this Arizona State game because that was the one game he did start. And it didn't go great for 3 quarters. Now, he turned it on, and maybe there was some, tight leash with him early and what you allowed him to do.
He had a really good fourth quarter against Arizona State. And I thought Arizona State played their best defense of the year against you.
Yeah. So again,
I'm not saying Will Hammond's going to go win the Heisman Trophy or anything close to it.
He doesn't have to.
But I'm saying, he doesn't have to, and I'm saying he can improve. This is his redshirt sophomore season. So all you've seen up to this point of Will Hammond is freshman Will Hammond. That's every bit of what you've seen. Guys tend to get better, especially at that position as they get older.
This section says, are we underestimating Colorado 5-star quarterback? Although I don't disagree with anything that was said. I think Colorado is going to be a tough out. They just play such a ridiculous schedule for such a long stretch. I don't see them putting it together week to week to week to week. Now, could they beat some of these teams? Could they beat Kansas State? Could they beat Houston? Could they beat Oklahoma State? Could they beat Texas Tech? Yeah, maybe some of these, but will they put 3 in a row against Texas Tech, Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Arizona State, and Houston? I just don't think so.
Yeah.
Could they go 3-0 in the non-con? Yes. Could they beat Baylor and start 4-0? Yes.
The ceiling for Colorado to me is like 7-5 this year.
Could they finish 3-0? Yes. Houston, Cincinnati, UCF.
Yeah.
I think all that is doable.
Ceiling's about 7-5.
Can they win 2 or 3 games in the midst of a Texas Tech, Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Arizona State, Houston stretch? That's where it's like, I just don't know. Now, they have arguably one of the best receivers in the Big 12 out of the transfer portal, Scudero. They don't have a running game right now. You don't have a proven running back, and you don't have a proven quarterback. But I do think they have some talent defensively that they brought in, including a really good defensive tackle. More great sports talk after this, but it's the bottom line.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.